Grüns just sold to Unilever for $1.2 billion. Everyone breaking this down credits the same things: the D2C machine, the meta ads, the influencers. But there's a number almost nobody mentions. Amazon did an estimated $90 million for this brand, roughly a quarter of the entire business. And here's what should bother you. That was not an accident, and it's not hard to copy. Most brands fight Amazon. Grüns just played into what's already working, better than almost anyone. I've run over $100 million in sales on Amazon for consumer brands. In this video, I'm going to go over the 3 ways Grüns played the system to turn Amazon into a $90 million channel and exactly how you copy each one. The third one truly helped compound the revenue. The first thing they nailed is feeding the Amazon machine exactly what it's looking for. Amazon spent billions of dollars building its algorithm around one thing: making sure that the customer spends money, they come back, and they're happy. And Grüns fed into that exactly. They hit 2 things Amazon's specifically looking for to date. The first one is branded search. When you're driving traffic to Amazon from outside, that's extra revenue for them, extra customers that they wouldn't have gotten elsewise. At least that's how their algorithm captures it. Especially nowadays when they're fighting with other marketplaces, so that's like TikTok Shop emerging, even Temu or Target Plus, Walmart Marketplace, all of these marketplaces emerging. Amazon is heavily rewarding brands that drive traffic to the website rather than capture demand. So Amazon used to always be a demand capture platform. Now they're rewarding driving traffic to their website. And Grüns obviously did that amazingly. They had meta ads and they had influencers driving people to do branded search for them. And Amazon noticed this, and it was a flywheel that kept promoting their organic rank because they wanted to influence Grüns and other brands to continuously drive branded search, because Amazon knows that if you're driving branded search, that means you're paying ad dollars, you're just paying them outside. So they still want to reward you and make that an equivalent to make sure they incentivize you to continuously do that on Amazon. And even on the other hand, you're motivating brands instead of going, like Amazon's looking at its competitors as retailers, Costco, Target, etc. Instead of going there, they go to Amazon. So that's where Amazon knows that that buyer's incentivized. They're also going to be likelier to be happy because they're finding what they're looking for. So Amazon is going to promote your listing, and it feeds into what Amazon's algorithm is built for. The second thing that Grüns did that played into Amazon's system really well was having a lot of stock and having it being prime eligible. Ever since Grüns listed their product on Amazon, approximately May or April of 2024, so right around 2 years ago, they initially started selling 1,000 units a month just on their hero SKU. Now they're at 60,000 units a month. And that is extremely difficult to stay in stock for with that increased velocity, but they still managed to have it. And not only did they have it to manage to keep it prime eligible and stay in stock, they also managed to keep deep stock in Amazon fulfillment centers. And you might ask, what's the difference? The difference is that having a little bit of stock, or the bare minimum of stock in Amazon fulfillment centers, you still are going to be prime eligible, but you're going to be 2-day shipping. Having a lot of stock is going to get you same-day shipping. And they are same-day shipping for 98% of the US population, because Amazon is able to spread your inventory across its fulfillment centers to have it in a lot of places to allow the customer to buy it. So when a customer sees same-day shipping versus 2-day shipping, let's say they were planning to get a gift today, if it's 2-day shipping, they're going to find another gift for their friend. But if it's same-day shipping, they're going to get that gift knowing they can still get it for their friend's birthday party. That's just an example. And the data also backs this up. The difference between same-day shipping and 2-day shipping is about 14 to 18% conversion rate lift. So where else can you get it other than that? So that's where they played into what Amazon likes to see. And what Amazon likes to see is making sure the customer happy. They have a good customer journey and they buy a lot. That's what the algorithm is. It's not some mystic hack or anything. It's literally built on that fundamentals, and Amazon continuously iterates towards that. But catching that branded search and that traffic only works if your listing is built for that well. Let me show you how. But first, if you have a brand that's on Amazon and you're over $1 million in sales, come check us out at partnerships.voadera.com. Speak to our experts on our team. We help brands grow on Amazon and other marketplaces like Target, Walmart Plus, TikTok Shop, all that kind of stuff, and list your products there, full service management to grow your brand. This is the mistake a lot of brands make. They don't build their listings to convert the exact buyer that's coming to their Amazon listing. And this differs from brand to brand, but Grüns understood very well that the buyer coming to their Amazon listing was already warmed up, and they built the copy of their listing, the PDP, product detail page, accordingly. And this actually matches up with one of the most fundamental and basic copywriting principle. It's Eugene Schwartz. He has the 5 levels of awareness, and you have kind of the least aware customer where they need to know certain things, and then the most aware customer where they're looking for different things. And obviously for Grüns, they had a very aware customer. They're seeing their ad, they've seen the meta. They then went to Amazon to just make the purchase. And that's where Grüns built the listing to talk to that. They had marketing and copy material that matched that stage. So if you look at their listing, they have, for example, proof. That's the final stage. This need proof. Someone doesn't know what your product is, you can't tell them this is proof, right? If someone didn't know what this was a headphone and they tell them proof people like to listen good, that's irrelevant for them. They still need to be product aware, solution aware. You have to go through those stages before you get there. But Grüns already knew their customer went through those stages. So then they put the stages with needed love, proof, reviews, images of people using it happy, just the final steps needed to bring that buyer over the edge and finalize them. They didn't add blockers or barriers in their copy that were not necessary because they knew what stage the buyer was in. And not only that, they complemented their ads really, really well. So the main image on their ads was obviously the main image there, the same packaging. They didn't confuse the buyer. The buyer didn't have to think twice whether this was the same thing that I saw in the ad or the same thing that I saw with an influencer. It was seamless on the Amazon listing. It was very simple, very clear. They also used the same word. For example, one of the words that they used on the ads and the influencers was sexy salad. So if you look at their fourth image, you can see it uses that terminology. So that's where they built the listing to not only match the level of awareness, but also to complement the ads and match what those were, and to complement even where their traffic is coming from. In their case, not only is most activity happening on the mobile, I think 80% of traffic happens there, but theirs was even more escalated because they had people scrolling TikTok or scrolling Meta, so that's even more likely, and their buyer was also more likely to be there. So then they built the listings like that. You can see the title, they make sure the first 80 characters were very clear because that's what shows on the mobile screen. The same thing for the main image. So they optimize their listing again to complement where their buyer is coming from, what their buyer needs to know, what their buyer saw to get them over the final stage, which I thought was brilliant. Now, getting the first sale is one thing, but becoming a $90 million brand on Amazon is what they did right after. And that's the third play, is they played into Amazon's specific algorithm. If you find this helpful, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications for more of these. But basically what they did is they replicated their D2C, what made them successful in D2C on Amazon. Chad, the founder of Grüns, mentioned that 90% of their revenue was recurring revenue, and they had to complement that on Amazon. And the way they did that was twofold. First of all, they had the reorder discount. So every time a customer reorders, they get a 5 or 10% discount depending on the quantity that they order. But they also had another thing that a lot of brands miss, and it's the initial subscriber coupon. So this is a coupon that motivates people to become initial subscriber. They only get it the first time they buy. For them, it was around 15% off their first order. But the good news is once you get this initial subscriber, the first time they get both. They get the reorder discount and the initial subscriber discount. But moving forward, they only get the reorder discount. So you're just motivating them to take that initial step. And this is crucial because especially in consumable space and even more supplements, which was where they're in, the cost per click is very high. And you want to try to only pay for that once. And when you get a subscriber, that's what happens. They only get that first time. The reorder, you're not getting charged a cost per click for reorder. They already banked in the LTV. You want to make sure retention is high, which they had a great product. That was there. So they made sure that they were only paying ads as much as they can, only on that first sale. And that's where the compounding effect happened because they kept on getting subscribers and subscribers, which led to a self-fulfilling loop basically of growing sales and getting to that $90 million mark of their entire $250 million. Grüns sold for $1.2 billion with 90 out of $250 million of its revenue coming from Amazon. That's not an accident. They had the branded search. They had a listing that was built to convert that brand search and meet the buyer where they're at and optimize for Amazon. And then on top of that, they had the recurring revenue and compounding revenue to complement that and build on top of it. If you want an expert team at Voadera to help implement these strategies to grow your brand on Amazon, come check us out at Voadera.com. Otherwise, check out this video where we talk about using AI to optimize your ads for revenue and growth.